The second book of Moses, Exodus. 200-year-old Bible, good evening to you. Look at these incredible illustrations. I just want to say, wherever you are in the world, Jesus loves you and He has a plan for your life. I hope you enjoy this reading, this Bible reading, and God bless you. Exodus, chapter 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass, that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stalls, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared God, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men, children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives, and said unto them, Why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men, children alive? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, Because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively, and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. That's an Egyptian house. Therefore God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied, and waxed very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that He made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, Every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive. Let's read the footnotes. Long before the time of Joseph, the native dynasty of Egypt was overthrown by a race of warlike shepherds who held the reins of government for more than 260 years. Then they were expelled, and the native power restored, under which Joseph lived and Egypt prospered. After the death of Joseph, it has been supposed, but without any just ground, that the Hebrews invited this shepherd race to return. All that can be said is that they did nothing, so far as we know, to keep these intruders out. It would have been well for the Israelites if they had made common cause with the Egyptians, for the power that now rose in ascendancy had had no personal knowledge of Joseph, set no value on his character and work, and began to oppress the Hebrews to the very last point of endurance. To reduce the Egyptians, it was needful to reduce the Hebrews. Their numbers and their strength rendered them a formidable power, and therefore the new sovereign proposed to deal with them, wittingly or knowingly, that is, on the principles of a purely worldly policy, a policy cruel and murderous. These taskmasters were men set out over the public works in various towns and cities, two of which, Pithom and Ramses, are here mentioned. Buildings were being put up, corresponding in some degree to our stores and granaries for laying up the different kinds of produce, and for these buildings a large quantity of bricks was needed. In the making of these bricks, the Hebrews were now employed, and it was to them no very pleasant task. The bricks found in the ruins of Babylon are a foot square, or even more, and were used in the erection of dwellings of every class up to the palace of royalty, and even in the pyramid itself. Rather, see the infants in the stone troughs in which they are washed as soon as born. Very severe was the labor imposed upon the Hebrews, but the more they were afflicted, the more they increased and prospered. They were sustained and preserved by the unlimited and loving power of God, and the guardianship of his perfections being thrown around them. Nothing could overcome them. They were the people whom God had chosen for his own, and his watchfulness was continually upon them. Good evening. God bless you.